So Davey's coming off a knockout loss. He's got a heap of previous fights in his career where he's stepped up. He's almost always the underdog. He's taken short notice fights, and I was thinking, you know, we need a match for once where we're not the underdog. So I was kind of reaching out to Eruption saying, hey, you know, could you get us this guy? Could you get us that guy? You know, they'd had 15 fights or something. He comes back to me the next week after, you know, after the discussion of, yeah, I'm going to do my best to get, you know, a good opponent for you. I understand where you're coming from. He comes back to me, hey, do you want to fight Super Nueng at 61?
So currently my next fight right now is on Eruption. I'm fighting Nueng, Super Nueng, that's what they call him. When I was in Thailand, I used to go to Max Muay Thai like every Sunday. And I remember there was one particular fight that actually really stood out to me. And it was Ogden Toppet versus a guy called Bunpech. And I don't know, it just really inspired me, that fight. It was very competitive, and the atmosphere, especially at Max Muay Thai, at that time was very, like, it was a very closed stadium. The crowd was very energetic. I fell in love with the sport from that moment on. And I think that fight helped me find that passion. And now 10 years later, literally, I'm fighting now Super Nueng, who is also known as Bunpech in Thailand.
In the lead up to this fight, Davey was on a 2-fight win streak. He fought and won by KO last year in August. And then he fought again in October, and he fought a Thai called Satanfa. He's had 350 fights or something, very, very skilled. He's a little bit on the end of his career now. He's about 36 or something. He's the brother of the famous Orono. Davey won that fight by points. It was a very technical display. I feel like we won every round. After that fight, Davey fought for the WMO state championship, pro state championship, against Conor Gillen up on Powerhouse in Mackay, and we lost that fight. So that was a tough one to take. We were doing well, but we got stopped, so that was a tough one to take.
Yeah, so weight's going pretty well. About three nights away from weigh-in, and I guess 4 nights away from fight night. Feeling pretty confident. Haven't got my hair cut yet, which is pretty important, but that comes tomorrow. Yeah, fight week. Feels good. Excited, as always. Got a really good crowd coming up to support. Really thankful for everyone that's coming down to travel. It's a big fight for me, big opportunity, big scalp. Can't wait. Really excited.
Put a little bit of context, Davey steps up a lot to fight. He's an ambitious guy. He's got high vision of himself in the future, and he sees like, well, he's going to have to take some hard fights along the path. Also, as part of like the way he sees Muay Thai, he's a bit of a purist. He's a bit more on the sporting side. It's like a sporting purist, I'd probably describe it, rather than someone who's like trying to protect his record and like take the right fight at the right time, just because there is some merit to that. A lot of guys do that. It's a tried and true method. Confidence is a big thing in the sport. Davey's not really down that path. Davey's more like, I just want to get better and I want to always challenge myself and reach like as far as I can reach on every fight. And that goes both ways, because sometimes he falls short and then if you lose a fight, you fall down the rankings, and then you'll see other guys that he's very confident that he can beat, that he hasn't had a chance to fight. They go above him, and they get an easier fights than him, but they're winning. So it goes both ways.
.9 for David Borg, which is perfect. 60.9, equal.
It would mean a lot if I won this fight, but it's not my end goal. I still feel there's a lot to achieve. It would mean a lot. It would definitely help with my fighting career. Nueng's a big scalp, but I'm looking more ahead of that. I feel like Nueng is more of an obstacle in the way of getting what I want to achieve in the sport.
Muay Thai 24, round 1.
I don't feel like this is Nueng's biggest fight. I don't feel like this is going to be make or break for Nueng. I feel like he's been there, done that, and now he's kind of like a gatekeeper, but he's so good with so many fights that no one really wants to fight him at 61. He's fought in the stadiums in Thailand and been at the top. So, but for Davey, I think this fight means everything. So.
I feel I'm a lot more, I'm definitely younger, but I'm also a lot more hungrier in the aspects of training, wanting to progress, and I feel I'm the next generation of fighters. I feel ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, our following bout is bout number 8 on the card. 3 by 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Matty Martin and at Methodical Muay Thai with an official weight of 60.9 kilograms. Her right record, 20 fights, 10 wins, forthcoming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Gladstone North in Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Prince, David Borg. And across the ring is his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained out of Nueng Muay Thai team. 300 fights, 203 wins, fighting out of Brisbane by way of Thailand, Super Nueng.
Three-rounder, remember?
The veteran, the experienced Thai, Super Nueng. Out of the red, and of course the Prince, Borg. We saw him last time and he's certainly a prodigy. A young man with good composure and good skills to match. 20 fights experience, but fights with, it looks like he's had a lot more.
Yeah, definitely. Up in Gladstone, very hard to get fights up there. Very hard to get people behind you too. So, they're doing great things up there. It's a testament to the skill of this young kid. As we see, Nueng just sprayed away with those elbows. He is a violent, tricky customer. When he needs to, and perfect precision there. That's a big cut.
That's substantial, that one. Blood now flowing down the face of David Borg. The Prince has been crowned with a big cut on his head. Borg needs a big round now, Daddy Cool.
Yeah, definitely. His last round, he's cut, he's behind on the scorecards. He's got a very tricky customer in front of him. He's got to figure it out and get a knockdown.
He's got good flow and good technique. David Borg, when he backs himself and fires like that. As he starts to open up now, Borg knows he's potentially ahead on the scorecard still. Prince David Borg, we've seen him many times before, and he's at his best when he's on the attack and firing. Tonight probably overthought the process a little bit too much, but he's still a fighter with a lot of promise. Only 24 years of age with 20 fights, Borg, let's remember that. Fighting a veteran of over 300 fights, so he'll learn from this one.
I want you to keep on your run. Remember, you just went forward. And all it was your hesitation. All it was your hesitation. You thought you were a nice elbow. You blocked a lot. You did a lot of good shit. Okay? You did a lot of good shit. Don't be hard on yourself now. You'll look after that. You'll be a little bit hesitant, but you'll be really proud of what you think. That last round, you rallied back. All right, water.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we head to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27 to your winner from red corner, Super Nueng.
Never a doubt the experienced side read the play from the outset, Daddy Cool.
Yeah, no, he's definitely come in to fight, picked his style and did a very great job, got the win there. Very hard to beat Nueng in this state, Owen. David, very good. Had a good night, just couldn't get the win tonight.
So unfortunately, I lost my fight last weekend at Eruption against Nueng. It was a pretty tough fight. I saw all of Nueng's patterns. It was definitely a fight where my confidence kind of lacked. I saw all of his patterns and I just still fell for him, you know. Definitely, he's a really tricky fighter. He elbowed me pretty hard a few times. Definitely hurt, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of the game. A few obstacles during that whole fight week. I've never experienced in my whole career. And you know, during the fight day, I definitely had that anxiety, and you know, I had really good guidance with Maddie, my dietitian, and obviously with my partner Georgie. And yeah, they helped me push through it all in their own way, and I'm very grateful for them. And yeah, and just even though I didn't win the fight, I feel like there was little wins in the background with my performance that I'm really proud of. You know, it was I feel like even with that performance, it was just the tip of the iceberg. So yeah, my next fight now is in about 8 weeks, I believe, or 9 weeks at Powerhouse Fight Series on Mackay with the Joe Ryan and David Pettipede undercard. It will be a great fight. I can't wait to announce the opponent. Yeah.